What's up, all you lovely internet movie fans? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend filled with burgers, dogs, getting some sun, and whatever the case may be. We've got movie news to talk about, from delays to reviews to some DC news and everything else in between. It's your boy Austin. Let's dive in and talk and discuss everything that's going on right now. Alright, so we're going to lead up to the Avengers news. So let's start with this. This past weekend at the box office, absolutely massive. We had Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Two movies that I both saw, both really thoroughly enjoyed, by the way. But this box office absolutely crushed it. We have now the biggest box office is expected to be in Memorial Day weekend history. And it's led by Lilo and Stitch, which, listen to this number, a massive $340 plus million 4-day weekend. So if you do the regular weekend, just the 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's over 240 million. This movie is crushing it, breaking tons and tons of records. It's absolutely killing it. It's almost, in this opening Memorial Day weekend, has almost beat Thunderbolt's whole theatrical run, which in itself is kind of a travesty because I love Thunderbolts. It's exceptional and I love the story. It's a great movie. Go see it again. I need to go see it again, to be honest. But back to this. Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible have absolutely crushed it. And this is great news for the box office. People are going, they're watching these movies. These movies, they have their problems, yes, but they're good, enjoyable family movies. And it's a little bit of whatever you look for. If you want Lilo and Stitch, you have the family, the cuteness, the whole Ohana, all of that. If you just want spectacle, just great action set sequences with a franchise and characters that you absolutely love, Tom Cruise, Ethan Hunt, Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning, that's for you. So it's a little bit of everything that you want. Let's dive into both these movies now because I watched them both. So, I think Mission Impossible is better than Lilo and Stitch, and I'd probably favor it over them, but they are both two very, very good movies in their own right. Let's start with Lilo and Stitch. So, Lilo and Stitch has had interesting discourse and conversation about it, and I don't really understand why. I get why, but it's a little tongue-in-cheek and it's a little kind of gatekeeping to the animated one. So people, all of a sudden they have this affinity for the animated one, which if you do, that's completely fine. And if live action remakes aren't really your thing, that's totally fine too. But this new Lilo and Stitch movie is, in and of itself, a new separate movie from that animated one. It takes lots of pieces of it and it's called that, but it's not going to be a shot-for-shot remake. There's lots of changes they're going to do, and there's things they're going to do that people may not like or agree with, or that they hold in the animated one that happens in this one. That's fine. But I don't think you should compare one to the other because they're two separate movies. They're two separate entities. So, like I said, for me personally, I don't really have an affinity for the animated one. It's fine. I mean, I saw my childhood. It didn't really change anything. It's not really one of my top memories in terms of animated movies I've watched when I was younger. So, it's whatever to me. This movie on its own, the new Lilo and Stitch, it's a good movie. The little girl who plays Lilo is absolutely exceptional. And you have to think, when she's there acting and she's interacting with Stitch, there's nothing there because he's a CGI character. She's not actually interacting with anything. So that in and of itself is very, very difficult and very impressive. And so I think she's going to be a massive star one day if she keeps it up because her performance is great. Stitch is great. Yes, they switch up some things. They don't have the ugly duckling. I mean, if you like that stuff, the anime one, that's fine. But if it's not in this one, who cares? It's a different story. There's different beats in it. There's things in this one that aren't in the original one that I like better. The ending of this one I like better than the original one and the anime one. So that's all fine. But stop gatekeeping people and saying, it's not like this. They switched it up. And then they're like, spoilers alert. Nani gives her away. Nani literally is like wrestling with, she gave up her dreams to be there and try and work and protect and be there for Lilo. And then Lilo, in the end, wants her to go to school and study in the quote-unquote Marines, which is just marine biology. And with the portal gun tech, she's able to teleport there and see Lilo and surprise her on nights too. So she didn't give her, and she gave her up to David's grandma and David, who are her next door neighbors. So anyways, but that's besides the point. Let's get back to that. I think Lilo and Stitch is a good movie. It has its flaws. Yes, I think it's one of the better Disney live action remakes. I like it personally. I think you should go see it. It's a great time for the family members. It's a great time for kids. You'll enjoy it. You'll like it. So go see that movie. And like I said, it's absolutely crushing it. It's going to make so much money. It's, I think, high potential of being a $1 billion club and being one of the higher grossing movies this year. We shall see about that. Now, Mission Impossible. TC did it again, baby. Like, what can I say? He just gets the spectacle. He's the movie star personified. He knows how to. These big action set sequences are insane. Like, when he's hanging off the side of the plane, we've seen that in trailers, but just knowing and watching that he did those scenes, those stunts, where he's hanging off the side of a plane, flying in between and low in a cliff. Like, one wrong move, he even said this in the interview, was one wrong move. He could, like, his life could be over. So it's insane. It's long movie, 2 hours and 40 plus minutes, so you have to get through that. But I like some of the callbacks they did to the original, like in the other Mission Impossible movies throughout the franchise too. The storyline is great. Like I said, there are some little flaws here and there, but Ethan Hunt is a great overall character. Tom Cruise loves that character. He gets it very well done. So Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, seal of approval. I liked it very much. I think it's an upgrade to Dead Reckoning, which was the prior one. I don't think it's as good as Fallout, which I think Fallout is peak Mission Impossible, but The Final Reckoning, very good show, movie, I'm sorry, and lots of the character beats, the emotion, the drama, the mystery, the entity, all this stuff, and it's very well resolved, and we'll see where they go with that franchise if there's another one coming through. So go see that in theaters, go see Lilo and Stitch in theaters, go join them, and like I said, go to the movies. Now, let's dive into this. The main topic that I kind of discussed. Avengers Secret Wars and Doomsday were delayed this past weekend on Friday night. It came out that they're going to be delayed about 6 months, both pushed from their May release dates to December release dates in 26 and 27 respectively for Doomsday and Secret Wars. I think this is a very good move, and it's probably done for a multitude of reasons. You're not going to have one specific reason why it was done. People are going to say it was done for this or this or this. Don't believe it, because it's a multitude of reasons. Marvel and Disney, they planned that probably together, and they know why they moved it, and we'll probably never know, but there's some reason we can kind of deduce from that, I believe. So think the Christmas window now has become one of the prime time slots for movie release dates. Think Avatar is releasing this December. Think Spider-Man No Way Home released a couple years ago in December as well, and that movie made almost $2 billion. So I think that prime time slot in December now is a very coveted slot. With you have families coming together, people want to go see movies on the weekends and time, get away from their family members, yada, yada, yada. So that's one of the reasons. I think it's also in terms of quality and time shooting. They could have got this movie done and released in May. I thoroughly believe that because they know what they're doing. But putting some more time in it, you can kind of refine a couple of things, shoot some things. It gives you also time to maybe add in some other actors that you may have ongoing contract negotiations with too. You can kind of iron those things out. So that's another reason. It also has me thinking, though, with those being moved, what happens with Spider-Man Brand New Day? That movie was initially slated to come out between the two. Was it meant to bridge the gap between them two? Was it going to be a telling of from Peter's perspective of what happens in Doomsday? Now we're seeing it from what happens with him now. I don't know, but it now is intriguing that it now comes out before those two. So I think they can kind of give Sony a chance to kind of rework what they want to do with that. Is it a multiverse movie? Is it grounded Spider-Man? I personally think it's going to be multiverse, believe it or not, even though we just got that. And like I said, I don't necessarily have a problem with that. I would like more grounded Peter in New York, like doing his friendly neighborhood thing, but if it's multiverse, bring it on, because I mean it's gonna make money regardless. And the last one was great in my opinion in No Way Home, so very interested in that. But with these delays, like I said, I think they're a very good thing for the overall movies. Kind of refine the story, gives you a little bit more time to tweak some things out, and I'm so excited for this. And it's coming out on the same day as Dune Messiah, which is another movie I cannot absolutely wait to go see. So I think those movies are both just gonna build together, and people are gonna go see those. It's gonna be a great time for all of us moviegoers and movie fans, because Dune and Doomsday, we have a Doomsday scenario now going forward, so I am just gonna relish and eat all that up, because those are two movies I cannot wait to go see. I mean, we have Lisan Al Gaib and Victor Von Doom coming. I mean, like, it doesn't get better than that. So I love that. I love them being moved. I have no problem with that. Give them more time to shoot, refine some things, bring in some other people to the cast, refine your. They have a script. The script's pretty much done, so don't worry about that. Like, but kind of understand where the story is going. Gives you a little more time, and you have that December primetime slot where it's going to just take up all the oxygen in the room. And Dune Messiah too, it's going to be great. So we're going to be eating good in December come 26. And then Secret Wars, I said, delayed to 27 as well in December. Now, again, no problem with that. I personally think that movie might be delayed again, pushed to May of 28, but we shall see. That's a little bit down the line. Who knows? And let's end on a lighter note. The Studio wrapped up its season 1 on Apple TV+. Go watch it. Apple TV has great shows. The Studio is absolutely outstanding. It's a peek behind the Hollywood curtain. Seth Rogen, Catherine Hahn, like a whole Ike Barinholtz, it's a whole slew of cast. Bryan Cranston's the CEO of the overall company. Seth Rogen's the head of the studio, and the CinemaCon is just what a great 2-episode arc that was too. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Go watch the Studio if you haven't now. I love you all. I'll see you guys next time, and like I said, I'll see you at the movies. Go enjoy these movies now. Peace.